God never promises to keep his children from trouble, but he promises to exercise his infinite power to keep his children in trouble. I have fond childhood memories of Psalm 91. I would title this psalm Homeland Security. The reason I have these memories is before we would take any kind of family trip, my father would read Psalm 91. He called it the Traveler's Psalm, although it's way more than that. We live in a broken down world where dangers exist and security is an issue. I live in Center City, Philadelphia. I live at the edge of Chinatown, and we live in a secure building. That means you can't just walk into this building. Next to each door is a screen that has the technology of facial recognition. So if it doesn't recognize your face, it doesn't open the door. If that doesn't work, there's a keypad, and every resident has its own personal code. If the code doesn't work, then there's a directory, and you can look up the directory, and you can, through that keypad, call somebody, and they can come down and let you into the building. I don't know if you've got what I'm saying, but a secure building means people have worked to make it hard for you to get into that building. And that's a picture of the world that we live in. Psalm 91 is all about security. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For he will deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a buckler. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the destruction that wastes at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wickedness, because you have made the Lord your dwelling place, the Most High your refuge. God is the only ever-present, always faithful, unfailing, and never to be defeated security system. Let me say that again. God is the only ever-present, always watchful, unfailing, and never to be defeated security system. There is no safety like the safety that is provided for you by your Lord. As I said before, we live in a fallen world. This world doesn't function the way that God intended. And so there are dangers out there. Now, I want to help you to understand Psalm 91. Is it a promise that you will never face trials or hardships and dangers in your life? No, it's not. God, for the reasons of our good and his glory, between the already of our conversion and the not yet of our homegoing, has decided that he would place us in a world that's broken. God never promises to keep his children from trouble, but he promises to exercise his infinite power to keep his children in trouble. Doesn't mean he's going to keep you staying in trouble, but he meets you in the midst of trouble. There is nothing like his sustaining grace. He gives strength to you in those moments. He gives wisdom to you in those moments. He fulfills His promises to you in His moments. So what's the upside of this? As this psalm says, we do not have to be afraid of what comes our way because the Lord is with us, and He protects and He keeps His own. The security of Psalm 91 is about God's sustaining and His keeping and protecting grace.